Hey, this is DStyleBoxing. Throw a jab at that like button. This is a video response to Fairshake Boxing. Link to the video will be in the description box. Feel free to subscribe to his channel. Now, this isn't not really a retort or a contrast to him, right? I'm just piggybacking off of what he asked. Because it's a fair question. It's a valid question. The title to this video, Gennady Golovkin, the Triple G duped the Mexican fans. And let me tell you what this is. This is an old school way of directly responding to somebody's video. I have to say, I really like that video. I did. I like the question. Let me start off by saying he didn't dupe me. He didn't dupe me at all. I knew exactly what he was doing. He was pandering is what he was doing. Now, a lot of Mexican fans knew what he was doing. They knew. Some of them just, they let it, they accepted it. Some hated it. But, yes, there was a lot. I don't know about all of them, but, not all Mexican fans got duped, but a good amount of Mexican fans really got duped. Like, really, really bad. They did. Started believing this nonsense. First of all, catered to the whole idea that Mexican style is just coming forward at all times with your guard up and take two to land one and like all that nonsense. And I'm not even saying Gennady Golovkin necessarily fights like that. But what I'm trying to say is it did give credence to that nonsense, and that's what I call it. Now that I'm doing less live stuff, okay, there will be, I will be talking about, and I've already done this before in the past, and I got shit in, okay, I have shit in the archives. I got shit in the vault. But I'm going to I'm not just going to enable them, I'm going to remake those videos. I'm going to remake them. And add more context to them. And talk about a lot of these fighters in the history of Mexico, many of which fight nothing alike in many cases. So this nonsense of Mexican style just dumbs down and just feeds into the narrative and feeds into the stereotype of what a Mexican fighter should fight like. Right? I'm not even saying there's something wrong with guys that go in there and just slug it out. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people pretend like there is, or, at the end of the day, that's another discussion. But to just basically say that all Mexican fighters fight a certain way is absolutely ridiculous. And what I will say is that, yes, many quote-unquote Mexican fans, right, they showed up in Los Angeles when he fought over there, right? A lot of Hispanics showed up to watch him in New York when he fought there and gave him love, gave him support. They liked hearing a fighter say, oh, I fight Mexican style. It made them, who doesn't like to get praised? But I knew exactly what he was doing. Now, I don't have an issue with Triple G doing it, but I will say this, though. After the first Canelo fight, I feel like that fight was really close, but I think Canelo, you could argue draw or Canelo outbox him. Okay, but whatever. If you have Gennady Golovkin winning, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just not going to do it. But what I'm going to say is that when he came out and then he just fought a Mexican fighter. An authentic, like an actual Mexican fighter. And he still has the audacity to talk about Mexican style this, Mexican style that. He didn't fight Mexican style. Now that pissed me off, right? And then in the rematch, Canelo's like, okay, you want to fight the quote-unquote Mexican style? He starts coming forward, and what happened? That's when I realized this dude's all talk. That's what he was, all talk. This whole time, I'm Mexican style. Me, I'm Mexican style. All this time, yes, I'm Mexican style. Yes. Good training camp, yes. Like all that crap. After this whole time, there's bucks. After this whole time. And what happened? Instead of bull versus bull, like you thought you were claiming you wanted, all of a sudden you wanted to become the matador, right? I think Canelo, by the way, clearly won that rematch. Clearly. He clearly won it. And I'm not the type to say just look at their faces in the end, because that doesn't tell the whole story, but look at their faces. All right? Are you kidding me? Canelo clearly beat Gennady Golovkin in that rematch. He did. I don't even think their third fight's necessary, but people want to see it. Fine. Okay? Whatever. Good video by Fairshake. You guys go, you check that out. Gennady Golovkin came off as a fraud, to me anyway, in that third fight. This whole time, oh, yes, Mexican style, yes. Right? Now all of a sudden, he's not Mexican style. All of a sudden, he's switching it up, and which is fine. But he came off as a hypocrite. Right? There's no doubt about that. None. And what pissed me off more about anything is that he was getting all this praise. And when he walked around, yes, Mexican style, yes. Right? He got all this fucking praise. No one ever said anything about him pandering. But, right? When Andy Ruiz, an actual Mexican fighter, won the heavyweight championship of the world, all of a sudden, oh, no, he's American. What are you guys talking about? That he's Mexican, like all that. Well, I understand there's some differences there, the claim of nationality versus the claim of a style. I get that completely. But holy shit, you can't tell me that there's a lot of hypocrisy there. Right? Even understanding what I just said. Check out the video. Peace out. Hey, hit that subscribe button.